What's up, friends and fellow gamers? Welcome back and thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to be taking a look at Earth 2 and going over what I think to be the most egregious and outlandish scam that possibly has ever hit the internet. There will be more videos about this coming soon, but I felt maybe morally or ethically obligated to put my common sense to work on this, because if I can prevent even one person from investing a few $1,000s in this, it feels like my time maybe has been well spent. That being said, please consider subbing to the channel and hit that bell to get notified on the next video. Okay, let's start this adventure, shall we? Have you ever heard the term? And if you believe that, I've got some beachfront property for sale for you, and I'll sell it to you real cheap. Well, today I'm going to be showing you something that literally made my stomach hurt. I'm worried that there are literally hundreds or maybe thousands of people who potentially could lose a large sum of money on what is basically fake land or pixels. Today I'm going to show you some of the warning signs that I have found that tell me, danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Number 1, this Earth 2 platform, which I'm going to call E2 platform for the rest of the video, is giving or using social influencers on YouTube and other platforms all a 5% off code when purchasing their pixel land, is what I'm going to call it. Even on their leaderboards page, there are several individuals displaying their 5% off code. Well, why is a promo code for 5% off a scam? Well, in itself, it's not. However, when the person offering the 5% code is getting a kickback to sell something that isn't tangible or doesn't really exist, it becomes a scam. For instance, it's like going on eBay to buy a lawnmower, and when they send you the product, you receive a picture of the lawnmower you bought, because that's what this is that you're buying on Earth 2. It's a picture of land that you want to buy. Number 2, check out this marketplace tab. Look at this and tell me what this reminds you of. I'm going to tell you what it reminds me of when I look at this page. This page is 10 years ago on eBay or a third-party site, when people were leveling up World of Warcraft characters in Wrath of the Lich King, getting a few key raid items and selling them for hundreds of dollars, the account that is. See here on the left side, it's the character levels. Then the class of the character, how much the character, then of course the third party's promo code so they can get their cut back. Then we have the percent off to make it look like a good deal. Guys and girls, please be careful with this. This is a blatant and obvious sales tactic to draw people in. Do you remember what happened that made people stop selling characters from World of Warcraft on eBay and other third party sites? I can remember. And it's called a character boost token that Blizzard put out several years later. They realized that why aren't we making the money off of these character boosts? So they actually integrated it into their game. Do you honestly think that when this Earth 2 land grab loses its hype, that the developers won't introduce something into their software to make themselves more money by screwing all of you? Number 3, and this is a big one. Do you know why Unity and Unreal Engine made the tile system for developers in the first place? I'm going to tell you. It's because when developing your game, you don't have the entire world running all at the same time. I've developed enough games just for fun to know that the technology doesn't exist to have a game running at this scale that they're saying, which is the entire world. On Unreal Engine, right now, there is a store asset of Yosemite National Park that you can use to make an open world game. Even with a few $1,000 computer, trying to load the entire map at scale of Yosemite National Park makes your computer want to explode. How are they planning to have a fully VR functioning world that players think is going to exist in the future and then interact with that full scale of the planet Earth? It's literally not possible unless it looks like maybe Minecraft and the pixels are so big that you have one square for an entire mountain range. In Earth 2, all they're showing you is a gigantic picture of the planet Earth. It's not an actual game where you can have a character that walks around interacting with things. It's a completely separate issue. Number 4, resources scam. Okay, so when you click on a tile of land in Earth 2 and you click on the details tab, It has this list of resources at the bottom and it says values currently not available. Okay, back to another example. Because we are talking about pixels here, you're investing in basically thin air. What happens when you buy something in real life though? A, it has a pristine value when it's brand new. B, it starts depreciating when you use it or as it gets older. And C, the resale value goes down. But why? Is it because the item gets old? No. The reason why it goes down in value is because man keeps improving and making better versions of the item. This, on the other hand, is not a tangible item. It's an impulse buy. It's something that you think is cool because there's a lot of people telling you it's cool. But what happens when Earth 3 comes out or another developer does it better? How will you sell an item that has no value? It's like trying to sell an idea to someone when they have a better idea. Someone please explain to me how you do that. How much is MySpace stock worth now that we have Facebook? Has anyone ever heard of a company called Enron? Number 5. Just because you sell it for a price doesn't mean the buyer is paying that price. What if you tried to sell a vehicle on consignment at a dealership and you want $10,000 for it? The people selling the vehicle could easily charge the people $11,000 or $12,000 and never tell you because they are shady. They just tell you they got your $10,000, then maybe even they charge you a seller's fee on top of the $2,000 that they didn't tell you about. Let's take a look at this by going to the marketplace. Alright, let's take a look into the rabbit hole here and see how deep we can get. Let's click on the marketplace. Alright. Let's go just pick a random one here. Oh, look, a nice 5% referral code. Let's pick this one and go to view. Okay, looks like we got a property deed, identification number. It's owned by user Earth2. Highly suspect. Oh, of course, there's a nice another referral code right there. The class, how many tiles are involved, the location. It's controlled by No Country, purchased for $750, and of course the new value is up by 5,000, so it's a 668.20% up. And of course now you can buy it for minus 66.17%. Oh, what a great deal for only $1,949. So this is where the biggest red flag and concern comes in. So this person bought it for $750. If it's really up by 668%, why is this person trying to sell it for $1,900? And how much is this person, if they really exist, and this is not just the developer of the game who made this account as a dummy account and is trying to sell this by making it look like it's worth a lot more. Why are they only selling it for $1,949? And are they really selling it for $1,949? What if the person who actually bought this, if they exist, is actually trying to sell it for $1,000 and the developers of the game tacked on the $949 to get their cut? How are we supposed to know? Very interesting question, isn't it? Let's go to buy land. Let's zoom out. Let's zoom in. Alright. So right here, this piece of property, it says it's worth total of $9,330. Alright. And it has these resources right here, which values are not available. What makes this tile worth $9,000? Well, let's zoom out. Let's zoom way out, guys, alright? Let's zoom way out. Let's go over here to Africa. Let's click on the middle of Africa and see what happens here. We're going in. Alright. Let's click on this tile. Alright, guys, so this tile, let's click on details. This tile right here is worth $1.62 and it has the same resources tab and the same ones are highlighted, but the values currently are not available. So what makes this tile worth $1.62 that has no visible resources And what makes that other tile we were just looking at worth $9,000? Absolutely nothing. It's the same thin air. So why would you buy that other jackass's property for $1,900? Well, you could buy this one for $1.62. And I'm going to ask you this now. Why would you even bother spending $1.62 on something that doesn't really exist? There's nothing tangible about this. It's just complete lunacy, guys. Complete lunacy. You know, this is nothing new. Ever since money was made, there's people trying to think of ways to take it away from you or get you to spend your money on something you don't need. And this is just a new scheme that's come out in the past couple years. Well, people buy into a game or something on the internet that isn't finished yet, and it's hyped up beyond all belief. But it's all based on promises that developers have no intention on delivering, or just the sheer technology is not available yet for this to even happen. It's absolute madness. I'm literally scared at how people are spending millions of dollars on this and the effect that things like this can have on society as a whole. I'll keep you up to date on this, guys. Until then, please subscribe to the channel with bell notification. I've got several videos coming out per week, and don't forget to leave me a comment on how you feel about this. I have a feeling this is only the beginning of the rabbit hole, and it's going to get far worse before it gets better. Until next time, my name is Roger. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Take care, everybody.